Hey, Samir.
Got Omar Good and we got ATG live, hot new hip hop with Esso and Heineken, man. Y'all just dropped this record, Entourage. Played it 3 times.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I like the production.
Yeah.
I like the fact I can hear somebody's lyrics. Because, you know, there's guys, they make songs and like, yo, you're mumbling, my nigga. You're mumbling.
Yeah.
I said, you know, it's from that era.
Me started. Or get me started.
No, get started.
I have no problem going off in it. Well, I mean, you know, I just got to break it down for y'all real quick for people that are watching that don't know, that may have seen me just in movies and TV and whatnot, and had no idea that I have bars or that I spit or that I have a musical background. But my musical journey started before I was born. My father, Cuba Gooding Sr., the main ingredient, just don't want to be lonely, rolling down the mountainside. Everybody plays a fool sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? So in the 70s, he was a big deal. All right. Apartheid jumped off. Right. He went out to Africa. They told him not to go out there and perform or don't come back. He said, fuck you, you ain't telling me shit. He went out there and came back home to not a hero's welcome. They stopped spinning the records. He stopped getting the gigs. The money ran out.
Wow.
Me and my family, we moved to California, right? Now, this was my father, my mother, my brother, Cuba Gooding Jr., and my sister, April. Now, I was 5 years old when this happened, right? Now, when it all ran out, it was the same year I was born, actually, all right? 76. That's when apartheid hit and all that. And I'm long with it, but I'm getting somewhere, so just bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the point where now Pops goes back to New York, right? Because moms and pops are from the Bronx. From Harlem, born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. My brother and sister, born in the Bronx. 10-year gap between my brother and my sister and myself, right? I was born in California, West, all right? So when we come out here, we have money for a little bit, money runs out. Pops goes back to New York to go chase that dollar because he got to try to get room. Sends me, moms, and my sister and brother to live with her parents, which is in Victorville, California. Now, we there for a couple years until finally my mom's pops said, y'all got to go. Y'all got to get on the road. Y'all got to make something of yourself. You ain't just living up in here while you wait for your husband to come home. She says, all right, bet. Throws us in the car. We take a journey from Victorville, California, finally get settled in Toluca Lake, California. In the middle, we're in cars, sleeping in cars, we're homeless, you know what I mean? But we're singing every day. My mom wasn't singing. She's a Christian. She's praying and singing things into existence. So music was my life before I even became an actor. And my brother gets a break, and then a couple years later, I get a break, all right? We both have agents. I start working, but at the same time, now, I don't start working until I'm about 9, 10 years old, right? But I'm always in the music. Now, when your when the generation before you was like, we had real music, y'all singing through your nose and all this Boys to Men and Jodeci and all this crap, y'all ain't real singers. Oh, I'm like, well, shit, I ain't gonna even try to sing. My thing is rap. First song I ever memorized in my entire life, hip hop wise, was The Show by Dougie Fresh. You know what I mean? Slick Rick. I performed it at a talent show, right? Next song that had an impact on me was Far Side by the time I get in high school, Passing Me By. All my friends, we drive around, everybody pick a verse, you know what I mean? And we would spit it wherever we would go, right? Next song that had an impact on me was Fushnik. Now, the thing about the Fushnik is why I bring it up is why you talk about being able to understand my lyrics. Well, I have very clear diction, which got me a lot of work. A lot of crazy kids, hanging with Mr. Cooper, smart guy, so on and so on. I was able to go into these auditions, speak a little clear, read their lines, and I would beat other people out and so forth and so on. Well, that carried on into my music, right? So when I dissected the lyrics of Fushnikins, they had a line that was, the thicker, the richer, the bigger, the better. And I was like, that's interesting. The thicker, the richer, the bigger, the better. The thicker, the richer, the bigger, the better. I was like, damn, you can say certain words faster than you can certain words. Some people, like Twister, I don't feel like he just read dictionary fast and shit. That baffles the shit out of me. But I've learned when my writing that I have to, the creative part is saying something, making a point when I say something, but also not also being able to hear it, but be able to put words together fast if I want to pull that out of my bag, right? You know? So kind of fast forwarding, I dropped a solo album in 2019 called The Excuse, produced by Focus from Aftermath. Him and I, long time friends that go way back. He said, bruh, you know, he's from New York. He was like, I think you need to do a solo album. So I ran with a lot of groups. And I'm kind of all over the place. People don't know you as a rapper. You be rapping fast, rapping slow. You be doing commercial. You be doing this. You need to just put an album out. So I said, all right, here, we called it The Excuse because it kind of tells my journey. You know, I kind of went through it briefly, but I take it a little longer in the album. It starts with me having my first kid at 40. First song off the album, it's called Better Me. And I'm talking about, you know, having a child that's a better version of myself. But then my father had just passed as well. So when I finished writing it, at the end of the song, I realized that not only is this knowledge that I'm trying to kick down to my son, but these are the things that my pops told me growing up. So it was kind of a double dedicated song, and that's how it starts. By the time the album is over, I take you on a quick journey. It's only 7 songs, 1 interlude. Once again,
you said how many songs?
There's 7 songs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Straight and to the point. You know what I mean? You can download it right now. It's available on all streaming platforms. It's hard to find for people when I tell them because they don't understand that I rap, and this was a mistake that I'm going to correct because I'm going to re-release the album. I rap under the moniker of Big O because that's what people call me, Big O. My homies call me Big O. So I took a picture, me with a hat over my head. All you see is my mouth and Big O. Motherfuckers like, who the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? So I got to re-release it under my brand, Omar Gooding, which is we'll get to later. But, you know, so it's 7 songs, gets right to the point. The title track off of The Excuse is another one where it's kind of like I'm being interviewed by people. I play all the parts in it and I'm rapping. It's very hip hop. And by the end of the album, you know, I start using the fast wordplay in a song that I dedicated to Busta Rhymes called Pay Homage to the nigga that I love because I love when the nigga go live on the record, even when he vibe put his life on the line because he'd rather die than be recognized as a record. Hard, go hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those, by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh shit, this nigga. You go lyrical, talking about my people, talk about my son, dedicate to Pops. You know, I got the one where I'm kind of interviewing and talking about Baby Boy and how that was on set and having a brother that won an Oscar and that type of thing. And by the end, you just have the raw hip hop type of thing. You know, because, you know, the thing that I kind of sped through is, again, I won't be too long-winded here, but I just want to kind of give the viewers kind of a little bit of history on how I get out. You know, we grew up with battle rap, you know what I mean? When we say battle rap, it was different. We say freestyle on the West Coast, and again, not to knock East Coast from the north. We was freestyle. We didn't write our rhymes and then just say, give me a freestyle, something I wrote. It was just battle what this nigga look like, look at this nigga's head, and you say it, just bust on it, right? Tupac and Biggie, that was it for us, you know? So for me, I went from, you know, East Coast roots, West Coast rap, and then Tupac and Biggie coming together, and I was like, that is it. That's all I need. And then I knew my direction as far as hip hop. So now what brings us today in this interview in the ATG, I took my acting career and fused it, started using more of my platform to show people my hip hop side and to give to hip hop. Because I'm not going to contribute to hip hop if it's some bullshit. It's just that simple. I said, what's taking you so long with dropping this or dropping that? Listen, you know, I've been busy, you know, for one, as far as acting, day job wise. But hip hop, you know, a lot of people know me. They say, man, you got to drop some of this shit, right? But as my journey has continued, I met a guy by the name of Ricky Michelle, and we worked together on a film called AM Radio. He had just completed a movie called Trap City. He found out I rap and said, man, why don't you do a couple songs? Now, Ashwin, ATG, produced the majority of these songs, and I ain't heard a beat I ain't like from this brother. He a monster. So we got off about 4 or 5 different songs. And the dope thing is, well, I don't know if we kind of had this purposely going or not, but we wound up doing fusion. So we're bringing another layer to hip hop. Desi rap meets hip hop. And since, you know, I get down on hip hop and we incorporated Leslie Lewis, who's on this track. We got GV Prakash. These are big Indian stars. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all had a chance to hear Paranoid. Paranoid was the first one we dropped. Everybody loved it, 1 million views, woo, woo, woo. And it's dope because it's talking about social injustice and things that's very current that's going on. This song here, Entourage, is more of, the idea was Hollywood meets Bollywood. And it's kind of like, okay, so I kind of take back my hip hop just a little bit to kind of fuse with their era or their style, you know, which is, I don't know, it's their style. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? So I said, okay, I dig it. I dig where this hook is going. And I said, okay, Entourage is kind of a dated word, but I get what you're saying. And it works with the script. So I wrote my lyrics and we fused. And we just want to try to bridge the gaps here between the cultures. Because they have a lot of people out there that love hip hop and that do hip hop, but don't get a chance to fuse with us. And that's kind of where we landed right now.
Perfect.
I'm going to sit. Oh, my mouth's drying.
So I actually was gonna ask you how did y'all get together, but you told me that. But
he answered damn near everything.
every question.
My bad. That's how
no.
I got a list of shit here I can plug for later, but I'll let you go.
Bro,
No.
you made this interview so simple for us. It's like, yo, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ask one question, he run down the whole stack, and then we like, all right. So, you know, well, where we gonna go next? You know what I'm saying? but yo, quick question though. Are you in Trap City?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to say it like that because it's tricky because I did a cameo for it a few months back, but we also did some rewrites, some reshoots, so they want to add me to it. There's another fun factor that's coming. I don't know. Can I tell them about who we adding?
Yes.
Damn. Y'all gonna love the surprise we got. I would say it's very hip hop and it's very, very exciting. And
sounds like you got Kendrick Lamar, huh?
Huh?
You got Kendrick Lamar on the record?
You gonna just try to pull a word out? No, just know it's very Trap City. It's very exciting. But this brother, I'm excited to see what he can do, and we get to work together very soon, which will complete that movie. And then we also got a sequel, all type of stuff. We got a lot of busy year, a lot of stuff going on.
You know, I'm very familiar with your accolades and your, you know, all your resume. But you know, has Snoop Dogg ever forgiven you how you bodied him in Baby Boy? Because the best line is, you know, Tyrese was fumbling the hammer, and he was like, yo, I used to have thoughts over and be like, yo, bitch, we ain't gonna do anything till this nigga say blast. And then when Tyrese fumbled
the bitch, you didn't call her unstable creature. We just kept with bitch. We didn't let her.
Yeah, come on, that's standard. But then, when you looked at Tyrese, he like, this nigga got the. I said, this is some ill acting.
Hey man, I came front, man. I came front. I mean, shout out to Tyrese. I'm proud of the brother. You know, he had a singing career. His acting career really took off. You know, it was great. He went on with the movies. I stayed really a lot more with the television and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when I got that script, I don't care, backwards, forward, looking at it back. That's the role that I would take no matter what, hands down. They couldn't offer me the lead for that. I said, but the nigga, did he pull out and blast and shoot him? Yes. That's the one. I mean, there's so many parallels between my life that people don't know about and the affiliations and the niggas that I had to have my back. I don't really. That's what's so funny about this song. We talk about Entourage. I ain't never done that. I just have brothers that have my back. When the shit hit the fan, when you out here in the hood or out here in the streets or whatever, you want niggas that know got your back, not some people you hired that may or not take that bullet type of shit. Niggas that you really be in the shit with you. You know what I'm saying? So we've had similar situations that happen. You know what I mean? So when I got this script, I looked at John like, damn, nigga, how the hell did you, really? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he sent me the shit, no audition or nothing. But then I had to audition, and then he was like, all right, we good. And then we still had to fine tune it and whatnot. But I did a documentary about this, so we'll, you know, I can't give y'all too much.
Before my partner jump in, watching Snoop Dogg fake run, I was like, this ain't no real shit. And then, you know, y'all lit him up. I was like,
you know what? Hey, I'm going to give you this little tidbit here. We filmed the movie, showed it to a couple audiences, and they kept the one thing that the criticism that they kept giving was, why the hell did we kill Snoop Dogg so badly? Like, we just destroyed him without, but listen though, but
you had to kill him badly.
What y'all saw was reshoots. We reshot the scene and killed him a little kinder and added shit that people in the movie that people didn't see. Like the whole prayer scene, the drive-by scene on Sweet Pea's house, none of that was in the original movie. We added that so that we had real a reason to run him down. And the first time we shot him, we tore his ass up. So we reshot it so that he's just running. We shoot him in the knees. He hits the floor. And then we shoot him in the knees. We drive by.
This motherfucker crazy. Yo, Han, this motherfucker crazy. He said, we shoot him in the knees and all, you know.
Little knee shot, yeah, a little back.
But yo, I know how you get down because real talk, me and your brother then partied at Nobu at the bar in Malibu mad times. You heard me? All right. So it's lit.
That's war. Me and him together is a problem. So you know, we try to not just have two in the same.
That's
two
a restaurant right there.
Three of us it was a problem. So the two of us is a problem. Yeah, I mean,
I
one of us alone. Don't let him get off that sauce. It's a problem.
Which
As
one do you
TMZ
like
has
better?
shown many times.
Oh no, he be on that sauce when we be at Nobu. But anyway, that's a whole nother story, right?
Whole nother kid. Ashford like, hello.
Hey, yo, that's a whole.
No, let's we talking real candidly, man, and we just mentioned your brother. How's everything going? Because they trying to JFK your brother out here, man.
Hey, man, you can't tell him that. This nigga keeps sending me pictures like Corona don't exist. He out in Florida and shit, lines of fans with no mask on. I'm like, nigga, you must be positive, nigga.
We're not gonna talk about what's going on, but they accusing him of all this shit. I'm like, man,
let go. Once they get one thing on you. Honestly, when we talking candidly about it, it's a witch hunt. He pissed somebody the fuck off. He did fuck with somebody's girl. Something happened, and they just unleashed the floodgates on his ass.
Because the shit he doing is regular shit that everybody else be like. This.
Did you see the fucking video? I couldn't believe it was at a bar.
The video was ridiculous.
Okay, coming up next, the footage. I said, oh shit. And I've seen TMZ's footage, so I'm like, I can only imagine. It must be something. And nothing. He just sitting there and just like his hand touch her hair or something. And they was like, I'm like, nigga, that's guilty? That's something to get breaking news? I was embarrassed for the motherfucking news to put that shit on. And even the announcers was looking up like, yeah. So anyway, I guess like, what the fuck was that? We all going to jail if that shit was what he did there was illegal. You lock us all the fuck up. You know how we used to dance? Nigga, knock it off. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Bitches get pregnant on the dance floor. You telling me that shit was what the nigga, knock it off. So, I mean, again, he's fighting the system in a way that, come on, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna drag it out and get every little bit they can just to keep him working forever. Which I don't know why they trip. The entertainers, we don't stop till we die any fucking way. It's not like we just retire, So they gonna try to bleed him. His loud, tell him right now, look where this camera I look into, nigga. Your lawyers ain't shit. Like that motherfuckers that's like, nigga, why don't you have me? I'd have had him. Whoop de woo. They wouldn't even be going through that. And I'll tell you, cut and dry, the difference between me and you. Okay, Omar, come on down here. All right, bet. Turn yourself in. All right, fine. I'll do that. I know I ain't did shit. All right, turn around. Turn around for what? So we can put these handcuffs on you. Nigga, I'm already here. You ain't finna perk walk me and I turn myself in. You perk walk me, you done drug me out my house. Then you can handcuff me all the fuck you want. But you ain't finna just handcuff me to walk me in front of all these cameras like I'm some fucking criminal and I showed up here. That shit bizarre to me. He's smiling and shit. I was like, bruh. He's like, oh, I trust the system. I was like, I don't. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong? That is the difference between him and I. Because he's bigger man. All right, I guess, nigga. But fuck that, nigga. And the scariest thing is, all it takes is one accusation and then, that's who you are from now on. So
yeah, but in his case, real talk, I don't think people looking at it like that. Like they trying to do it that way, but they don't have enough footage. They got a lot of bullshit that already been turned off to like, why is this even still going on, right?
That's the craziest thing to me. The evidence that they have shown us and that we've seen. How the fuck is this even a situation? That's just mind-boggling to me. And every time I talk to him about it, he's just like, man, it's good. They got it, da-da-da. All right. You still eating? Yes, I got it. He's writing. He's got a lot of stuff he's still going. While he's taking the time in quarantine and just get behind the scenes with it, which is, kind of similar to me. I'm doing a lot of producing, directing. I just executive produced a movie called Teachers Watching, which is a remake.
Oh, so you got some movie roles for us then.
Yeah.
So
y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, we'll come to the
stage. Another film. Bro. Are we ready? Are we ready? What are you talking about? We from New York. We've been ready.
How fast can you get to Atlanta?
You can't catch me.
We always in Atlanta.
That's our biggest market. That's our
biggest market for us.
Well, this is what I'm gonna need y'all to do. I need y'all to get ready because y'all gonna be security for Ashwin. Ashwin is starring in the movie. He's gonna use that look right there, that same look. He got his hair already. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have you with the little swoop, but I need y'all to put the little baby wigs on and just, look just like him. It'll be y'all two and Ash. ATG, and he doing the whole soundtrack and everything.
There you go. Here he go, huh? He got two stars on his hand and he passing us up, huh?
Y'all gonna be there though. He gonna be in the middle. Y'all gonna be right on the side.
I'm good.
When you do his hair like this,
I need my own time. I need my own role, my own TV time. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What you think about it?
Well, before you got on, S, we was about to get into some Lakers talk, and
Here we go.
So, what did it mean for LeBron winning that chip the year, the same year Kobe passed away? Did it solidify everything? or he got to win 2 in a row?
Well, let me hold on. These things keep popping up on my fucking screen.
Definitely got
let me
one
break
more
it all the
about.
way down to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it. And I'm gonna try to speak fast so I ain't just long-winded like I normally am. But it's hard when I'm talking about my Lakers. And this was a rough year losing. I was a Kobeist, period.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when they were talking about LeBron James coming to the Lakers initially, right? I have a homeboy. We go back and forth. He Laker, this and that, but he one of them Laker hater type of Lakers. He never liked Kobe. They met once and he rubbed him the wrong way. Just one of them type of niggas, right? But he a coach at basketball. So we always have these fucking debates. And he's like, I'm telling you one thing, LeBron's coming to the Lakers. I said, go fuck yourself. Not only is he not coming to the Lakers, but we don't want him. We don't want no fucking LeBron James. And we were shit at the time. Absolute trash. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want it. And I speak for, I would say, the majority of the Laker fans, but not all of them, because there's a lot of fair weather Laker fans. There's a lot of bandwagon Laker fans. But the hardcore, diehard Lakers, we don't want no damn LeBron. We wanted anybody else. You give us fucking Kawhi Leonard and someone else, or such as whatever the case is, right? That's how we felt. Up until the day before, I was still saying that same shit. Fuck LeBron. It's all about Kobe. They called LeBron the king right before he came. Fuck out of here. Kobe's still dribbling this nigga the king. Fuck out of here. I don't care if it's a nickname. Fuck LeBron. Then he shows up. When he showed up, I said, well, damn. I didn't think it was going to happen, right? But one, I'm grateful to him for making the Lakers relevant once again. Now we're talking about the Lakers. Now we're in contention. I said, oh, shit. Will we win one? I don't know. We got these young Lakers that I love. LeBron, will it mesh? Not quite sure. We'll see. But thank you, LeBron, for making this relevant. I know you're running out to get the LeBron jersey. Fuck no. I'm not going to get a LeBron jersey till he win one. So we'll see where that goes. They're like, yeah, right, nigga. I know you LeBron. I said, no. We got a lot of fans that came aboard because they were LeBron fans. So we said, that's fine. We don't give a damn. We don't be like, nah, nigga, take that jersey off. You a LeBron fan. No, that's fine. We take all LeBron fans. It's cool. You a Laker now. That's fine. You good. But LeBron got to win one. First year was rough. Then we got AD. Now, when we picked up AD, I was good. I said, all right, we got AD. We got LeBron. We gonna get Kawhi, too. I said, I don't want Kawhi. They thought I was bullshitting. I didn't.
Why you didn't want Kawhi?
I didn't want Kawhi because now it's two reasons. One, that's too much. For me, in my opinion, that's too much, right? For two, if we didn't win it, that's embarrassing as hell. You got them three and didn't win it, you fuck yourself. You niggas is trash. LeBron is a pro. Like, fuck out of here, right? But anyway, so then he finally wins it. Now, when he won it, yeah, only thing I was upset about is we didn't get to celebrate in the streets and run around and have our parade and do all this, blah, blah, blah. You know, I celebrated 1-20. I went out for the game 5, the Mamba game, which we thought we was going to win it all. And I put my mask on and went out with some motherfuckers. And we yelled and lost that at the last minute. And I was mad, but I knew we still get the job done. So is he accepted? Absolutely. He won it for Kobe. That makes it even better. For him to be that guy,
he needs
this is
3.
what I say about him being that absolute guy. The only
3.
thing I'm going to say about LeBron being the absolute guy is he's not done yet. So we shall see. You can't compare him to Kobe. You can't compare him to Jordan because he's not done. In my opinion, he'll win this year. We'll go back to back. It'll be a harder one. It'll be the one. This is the one I really think he need to go all out for. And he's got to win this one, right? Even though I would defend the last one forever, but I don't want to get super long-winded on that. In the bubble with all the shit you had to go through, and then I think that was fucking phenomenal.
But that's 50-50 though, because some people feel like it's hard, and some people felt like that it wasn't hard because they didn't have to play in front of fans. So we're gonna go with the 50-50.
You know what's interesting about that too? Why do we have a better home road record than home record? Not even just talking about this year.
At home.
I'm not even talking. I'm not even talking about here. I'm talking about last year.
Oh, last year.
Even last year. Even before the lockdown, we had a better road. Right before I'm talking about last year, but right before the lockdown, when everything shut down, we still had fucking fans. We were winning more on the road than at home. Them Laker lights is bright. You don't know how many Laker players we get that can hit a 3 until they come to us. We have a lot of motherfuckers that get in front of and see all the banners and be like, oh, shit, now I'm off, nigga? Shoot like you would shoot when you played against us. We get everybody's A game. So my hat's really off. Now also, being defending champions, we get everybody's A game. You know what I'm saying? Look at these 3 overtime game wins against teams that are under 500. overtime and double overtime. Like,
nah, that ain't because of them teams. Oh, that's because the Lakers are slacking when they playing the Pistons and when they playing Cleveland. That ain't because Cleveland playing better. That ain't because Cleveland playing better though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I think this playoffs gonna be a monster, boy.
Oh yeah,
they gotta win.
Oh, we gotta win.
This one. They gotta win this one to validate the last one.
All we gotta say is, stay healthy. That's it. We got everybody. No excuse. Period. I don't give a fuck who it is. And I think, and I be bashing them Clipper fans because they just talk too much shit. I got one Clipper fan friend, and he was jumping up and down and shit, and then nigga, knock it the fuck off. But I think they are just a better matchup for the fact they lost to Denver and we smacked Denver. I don't think that's fair because I think if we matched up, it would have been a better series. I don't know why. I just think that's what it is. So hopefully we get to see that and we really get to test our mettle. You know what I mean? First 2 games of last season, that was fuck. Oh, we lost coming out the gate. Christmas was like the lowest point ever. We lost to the Clippers. And then we got to play them 2 more times and won those. So we're like, okay, at least we beating these niggas. So we give us what. Can't wait to see them in the playoffs. They folded. Oh, well, that's their story. But this year going to be the tale of the tape, man. I'm really excited.
All right, so when is the movie coming out to support the music that y'all are doing together?
Yeah, y'all got a couple of months. So now that we're doing reshoots, that's going to delay it a little bit, but it'll definitely be out before the summertime. Right after that, or probably before that, another film that I did, which also have my music in it, is called AM Radio, which I'm an executive producer and I'm a star on that, or just regular producer, I should say. But we'll have that I'll have some stuff for y'all in a couple of months. All right. Now we're just trying to decide which avenues to go because the theaters are slowly opening up. Obviously, everybody's still staying at home, so we may just Netflix it, but we'll have something for you in a couple of months.
I got a couple of more questions because I know we got to make this a maneuver a certain way and things of that nature. And you just mentioned about, the Netflix release and how you want to play that. How affected has the business been because you can't get the ticket revenue? And do you have certain things in your contract that, hey, if it releases on Netflix, because Scarlett Johansson has it where if they release the movies on the streaming service, they got to give them like $20 million. But
Right. Well, I mean, these contracts are evolving every single day. A lot of the deals that I had in place were in deal before the pandemic and they just went on hold. So I made new ones, which was beautiful for me because even when I met Ricky Bichelle before we started doing AM radio, we were still negotiating. And then when everything locked down, we just stopped. Then Ricky and me connected personally and said, look, man, we got to make this thing happen. What can we do? Let's follow all of the protocols, make sure everybody's safe, make sure everybody's healthy, this and that and third. And you'll have a bigger role in it now that we're kind of stepping around unions and shit like that so that we can make this thing happen. A lot of deals like that are getting done. You know what I mean? But I was just reading the news later about how these streaming platforms are not taking everything like they used to. They're not just saying, all right, we're going to greenlight all this and we're going to let all this happen. So it's getting tricky. It's really hard to say exactly how it is. I think each actor, each producer, each production is different structure-wise on how they get their deals done. But ultimately, you can't stop a motherfucker from eating. So, these major companies and people that say, all right, we're not doing that, so be it. Smaller companies, here you go. You're seeing a lot more independent films. You're seeing a lot more actors that are seasoned that have a name of saying, all right, well, let's do it. Let's get it done. And I'll take care of my people later, rather ask forgiveness than permission type of thing, So we'll see where it all pans out.
And then we have a segment on our show called Money Commandments. What's a money commandment that you've learned being a Hollywood actor that you're like, you know what? No matter what goes on in my life, this is part of my commandment and making sure how I deal with my money.
Well, I don't know if you're talking about finances and investing and stuff like that, which is something that as an African-American, you kind of learn on the go. It's not like embedded in your DNA like Caucasian actors and actresses, and I'm just being real. So I think we're becoming more aware of how to handle money and how to hold on to money, which is one thing, which is beautiful. But as far as directly, I can't. I don't want to be about this. Remember when my father was alive and he was talking about movies and how they get made and how you get paid. And I said, well, basically you sign a contract and then you do a deal and then you work. And then after a few weeks, then you start getting your check or you get some back end money and you get some points and da-da-da. And he was just like, really? They don't ever just give you money up front? No, man, that's not how it works, man. You got to do this, da-da-da.
No, you get your
Well,
money.
that has changed. I even had to have a conversation with my agents about this. I was just like, yeah, and what does the deal say? All right, and when is the first payment coming in? Really? And that's it? That's how I go? Let me talk to the producer. Like, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? So my money commandment is something that my brother coined. Show me the money, goddamn it. If you got it, you got it. We ain't got to wait for nothing. We ain't got to sit here and hold on. Don't talk about what you can make happen down the line and it's coming and checks in the mail the way shit is. Fuck that. If you got it, show me it right now. All right, I'll see you on.
That's Esso's language right there.
Period.
Queens get the money. That's it.
That's it.
So before we go, ATG, do you have something that you would like to add that maybe Big O missed during this whole experience?
I think he covered most of it.
Yeah, he a killer, yo. Yo, oh, I know Esso and I said we were done, and he don't like when I ask this question, but I see you got the painting in the back. Do you have a Kobe interaction or a story? He hates when I ask about. I can't help it, but you know
it's so funny. Like I told you about a friend of mine, and we go back and forth, and he had a problem with not that he had a problem with Kobe. I mean, and it's funny not funny, but now he's like, yeah, Kobe was this and he was that, and I'm kind of looking at him side eye like, that's not how you felt before, just because of an interaction that they had when they met. And for me, when I have somebody that I kind of put up here, I don't be like, oh, I can't wait to meet him one day. Look, if I'm watching you and you're a boxer, a basketball, football, whatever it is, when you're on the court, when you're doing your job, I fucking love that. Then I don't need to meet you in public. I don't really give a shit who you are. I keep hearing stories about Jordan and all this shit. People like, this motherfucker that and all that. Yeah, but when he was on the court, you loved the fuck out of him. Y'all did. I didn't. I was always a Laker. But I was always rooting against him, but I respected his talent. Now with Kobe, I was like, I don't give a fuck what he does. I know when he was on the court, I personally want the guy that's going to take the last shot, not pass the ball. Sorry, I don't care how it sounds. I don't care what I'm insinuating. I don't care what it's talked to. I want the niggas going to take it, miss or make. That's just what I want. I don't want him, he made a bad pass and fumble. It was the right play. Fuck that. I want you to take that air ball until you have it in you to know you're going to make that shot, and that's what. And that boy had that at 19. He airballed, and then started hitting them motherfuckers with me. You know what I'm talking about? So my story, when I finally, actually what happened, we was at the Staples Center, and it's packed, obviously, and I had pretty decent seats. It was probably 4 or 5 rows out. No, it was a little further back, I believe. It wasn't close. It was a little further back, right? And we were winning, and it was a timeout. And everybody's looking around and shit, and and I swear I looked down at the court. Kobe was looking up into the stands, and it looked like he was looking right at me. And I looked at him, and I went like this, and he went like this. And I went, that's it. So that's all I need. That's it. It's my Kobe story. That's it. That's all I need. Now there could have been 12,000 people behind me all doing like this. I don't give a shit. My hand went like this. He went like this. I was like, that's it. Take me now. That's it. He's the greatest.
Let's go, B.
That's it.
Yo, thank you for joining us, my dude. Can you give us a quick drop? BagFuel, hot new hip hop.
BagFuel, hot new hip hop. This Big O, Omar Goodis. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, G's.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Ask Wiz, I'll see you a couple days, baby. I'm gonna be in the deep.
Oh yeah, sure.
Stay safe. We're gonna drop that. And we got some new music for y'all coming too, man. This quiet motherfucker right here is a bad motherfucker. Y'all only heard one record. Y'all gotta hear at least the next 3. Can you promise me you can send them that today?
Just
Send them the first single, and if you can release the new one, huh?
DM it to the gram for us. You can send it right to me, and I can play.
Send them Paranoid. I want them to hear that right now, and then send them Trap Out. Can you send them Trap Out?
I can't send Trap Out. Gotta get
send them Trap Out. I'm gonna see y'all Trap Out. I'm gonna send y'all the dirty version. Y'all just don't.
We need to.
Get real technical. You good? We can't tell them about the boy getting in the next movie. We can't tell them about the. All right. That's why he on there to keep it quiet. I was gonna spill it. Love y'all, man.
I bet.
Peace.